Okay, so we've all heard these stories about these people who had started a business during COVID and they put it on the internet and they said things were going great for them. Now, what we're not going to hear about is all the failures because nobody wants to hear about the side of things that fail. So, unfortunately, this is how legacy media works. This is old media, legacy media, that on TV, where they put on the fluffy, sugar coated side of things. And so, like, when people talk about what's going on, related to things that don't work out, then nobody wants to hear about that part, which is kind of frustrating, because then people are told, well, you're being discouraging. You're being a negative Nancy. You don't want people to succeed and be successful. Well, you know what those words are from? Those words come out of Wall Street, the greedy money people. Those words come out of the oligarchy. And so the truth is, I want people to be successful because the thing is, I've seen the ugly side of not having help when you need help related to the business. Now there's other type of help that I've gotten that I like, that and I want and I need and I want to keep them. But we're not talking about them today. We're right now anyway. We're talking about the ugly side of the internet and COVID and all the business that opened up that they talk about on the internet during the time of COVID. Well, and if you remember, who was president? Who was president at that time? Joe Biden was president. And so what they were saying is that people were at their home, and so they said they were stuck in the house. Now, I didn't feel that way myself. I didn't feel like I just wanted to jump on the internet and do everything. I didn't feel that way myself. Now, there's other people who maybe they did get on the internet during COVID. Hopefully, I will hear from some people what you did during COVID. If you got on the internet or if you still went outside anyway. Because I know people don't like being stuck inside of their home. Hello, you Tommy. You Tommy. Um, so where were you during COVID? Did you find yourself being on the internet more or less? I'm just curious. Because I hear all these people say that they started businesses during COVID, and now there's a lot of people saying that they're losing business because it's not sustainable. So there was a little bounce during the time of COVID, and they started businesses. And so, but they said that people are not utilizing their internet businesses right now, and it's not sustainable. And so, yes, you were on the internet. So did you watch more videos or less videos? Or, I mean, how many years have you been on the internet? Oh, you watch videos the whole day, every day? That seems like an awful lot of video watching. Um, you know, um, I mean, I know I watch videos, but sometimes I can just sit and I don't know, sometimes I just like writing and um, putting my thoughts in places, and I shut videos off because I have a reason why I shut the videos off is because it's um so much of the videos are generated out of advertising. The advertising is using autonomous, probably AI type features to put their videos together. Do I play games? I do play games. Yes, I do. But I'm not going to upload them on the internet because that's just plain boring. if there is some kind of a cheat or hack in doing something, I might share that. Now, the games I've been playing do not have cheats and hacks in them. I could do a review on the game and say if I like it or don't like it, or create a strategy about a game. And I have done that with Tropical Island Merge. I have recorded a little bit of my journey with Tropical Island Merge, which is a YouTube playable game. And I have played that game for a long time now. In fact, I think that I played Tropical Island Merge some other place, and then it was gone. Um but maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just being developed at that time. Do I want to play what? Like what do I want to play? Like what game are you asking about playing? Um I mean, Tropical Island Merge is a single person game. You said this Conisset Spider-Man 990. I don't know what that is. The icon Nick sits Spider-Man 990. Spider-Man. And so I was evaluating the things that people say related to business and what we call a business. We used to be up. Now, what I did on YouTube, I can't actually even call it a business anymore because of some things that happened in 2017. Oh, you play Roblox? I don't want to play Roblox. I really have no desire to play Roblox. I was playing Minecraft for a while, but I just don't have desires to play that kind of games. I am one who likes to play. I might play a computer game of solitaire. I've actually played the real card game on the table back in the day of solitaire that way with real cards. So I like playing the word games. I don't know, is that Major League Baseball? No, I'm not going to play that. I don't want to play Major League Baseball. I don't like the sports at all. I don't like any of the sports. Um, but I play, Google has a lot of word games that I do play from time to time on playables. Um, I have two island games going on at the same time. One is Tropical Island. What's the other one called? I can't remember. It's kind of like Tropical Island, but it's a little bit different. It has like a fairy princess with it. But the games run kind of similar to each other. And I play some race car games on Google Playables. And I play. Oh, there's one that's fun. The paper game. There's a paper race car game where you fill stuff in. I like. Oh my gosh, that one is fun, and it's a challenge because you can fill in the whole circle, but you have to avoid the other cars, and then sometimes the cars will steal your color, which is kind of funny, and then you have to. It's just a fun, time-consuming game. But Google has come up with another game that I've been playing, and it's a new game, and you fill in, the Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I've never heard of Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I don't know what that is. Um, I have played some Bang Bang games on Google Playables. I have played some of those, but I like the easier ones. Not the ones where you have to go in and um, that are real complicated. Now, I guess some might say that Tropical Island Merge could be considered complicated. Um, it's just time consuming. It's not something that's going to be done right away. and you have to wait for certain things to take place. I've played the farming game on Google Playables. They have a farming game. I like playing that one. But the new one is kind of like the paper race car game. The paper and so they have a new one where it's you have to come up with strategies to actually get from point A to point B and then fill in the whole square so that you can pass to the next level. There's a bus. Oh my gosh, Google has a bus game, and where it's loading all the people on the bus. Now you have to move the seats in an allocated amount of time so that everybody can get on the bus. And so there's people who are certain colors, and you have to move the seats so that they can get in their color seat. So if they're wearing yellow, they have to get in the yellow seat. If they're wearing red, they have to get in the red seat. Hello, Francisca Hernandez. And so the bus game is right now I'm stuck on. Usually I'll get through them after a couple of days. If I keep going back, I'll figure it out and get to the next level. And that's what I had to do. That's what I had to do with uh, the paper game. What in the world is the name of that game? I don't know what the name of that game is. I can't remember. But Google has. I play a lot of the games. Um, there's, oh, what is the name? They have several word games that we can play. Several word games. And so I've played. I'm trying to think. They have a crossword puzzle game that I've played. I get stuck on those easy sometimes. They've got another. Okay, well, I lost my. Okay, well, I lost my stream there for a minute. Okay, so there's a scavenger hunt. Are you guys still here with me? I lost my signal. Are you guys still here with me? I was wondering if anyone is still here with me. But there's a game called Scavenger Hunt. And Scavenger Hunt on Google Playables is a lot of fun. I lost my stream here for a minute, and so that's why I disappeared. I had to get it put back on again. I was interrupted. And so Google Playables has a game called Scavenger Hunt. I'm stuck on one of them. I am stuck on the time limit with Scavenger Hunt. I only have 15 minutes to find everything, and I don't have enough time to find everything. And then I have to wait like 15 minutes between magnifying glasses. So that means in the 15-minute game of finding everything on the scavenger hunt of the city level, I think it's Cityscape, then I have to I can only do 3 magnifying glasses and then 1 compass. So that means there's 4 items that it will help me find. And so sometimes I'm left with 4 items at close to 15 minutes, and so I can't get past that level to get to the next level. Now, I like playing the animal game, the animal scavenger hunt. That one is fun too. And so I have fun, so I thought I had some of them memorized, which they do look like they're in the same place when I'm searching for like an ice cream cone or a wallet or a biscuit or the dancing umbrella girl or something like that, the doll. Okay, let's see what bully dog rail fan. So a brown thrasher landed on a branch near me while I was calling in my fig tree, and it went to a second branch and started eating a fig. Oh, Send me some figgy pudding. Now send me some figgy pudding and we'll be right there. Oh, when you said fig. Yeah, I used to have a fig tree. I actually Georgia nature doesn't get better than that. Well, it could. It could get better if Georgia didn't treat its residents in the state so crappy. Now I used to have a fig tree. I planted a fig tree at the house that I used to live in, and I planted the fig tree as kind of as a memory to my son who died at birth. And but I don't have that fig tree anymore. It was just a tiny fig tree, so I don't know. I imagine he probably dug it up and got rid of it. That's probably what happened when the judge gave him the house. He dug it up and probably got rid of my fig tree. Oh, but there was other trees in the backyard too. Oh my gosh, the one tree was getting really, really big. And so I wasn't sure how the backyard was going to work out related to trees. But I've never seen a fig tree bloom, or I was hoping maybe I would be able to have a fig tree and have things like my grandparents had. And they had like raspberry vines. Oh, I forgot about that. My grandpa, oh my gosh, he had such a nice garden. My mom did too. They both had beautiful gardens. So my grandma did gardening, but at that time grandma was a school teacher too. So grandma had a career. I mean, my grandparents were trendsetters. So they were born in the early 1900s, but grandma was the sustainable breadwinner, and grandpa had a job that was self-employment. So grandpa had liked his self-employment job because when grandma got opportunities to continue her education, they got to travel. And so when I was a kid, they were gone almost every summer. Grandma was going to college, to more college classes in the summertime. And so she would go to different colleges. Typically, she would go to Colorado. I don't know why she would go to Colorado, but she did. She would attend college in Colorado. And she she went to she got to go to different colleges, and I always thought, I didn't know what grandma was doing, if she was studying or teaching or what, but they were traveling all the time. And so grandpa, being a carpenter, they would take their camper, they would live in their camper for the summer in Colorado while grandma was going to school, and grandpa would go and get work in construction in the local area. And so he would make money that way, just doing local construction. So he didn't have to have a real job. So apparently in construction, they don't care. They'll take whoever they can get. And so they'll just hire people on as long as they see that they work and they can do the job, they'll take them. And it's like, isn't that how jobs should be? Instead of all this other way that goes on in the corporations, and that is a bunch of bogus stuff. Okay, um, because it's like people need jobs, but they're not always available. But at the same time, there's jobs that are misfits for people too. Um, the Bulldog Rail Fan. Why did I? Okay, it says Bulldog. I misread that. I said Bully Dog, but it says Bulldog. The Bulldog Rail Fan. I'm not sure what that is. And so, yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like even during COVID, it's like I found myself, I was bored and I just wanted to sit outside. And, but I had already lost my business. Okay, so just a cute rabbit 123 says, "Yo, what's up? I'm the ruler. I didn't change my username yet." Okay, you didn't change your username. Um, okay, so you do, what does that mean? Do you plan on changing your username? I'm just a cute rabbit. I mean, is that something you plan on doing, is changing your username? I'm tired of changing my username. Um, I'm the ruler from the Trollage. What's a Trollage? Trollage, Trollage. Is that like Troll College? I know that the rail fan videos on YouTube were boring. Now, I at one point thought they were real. Some of them I could tell. Now, the funny part is with the rail fan videos, they just kept going and going and going and going and going. And so they would go through like countryside in foreign countries. And but then they'd have little whistle stops and little whistles and things like that. Then I would write something, and then one of the moderators would get mad at what I wrote, and they would tell me that I did something wrong, and it was really frustrating. I create an image of a baby with headphones playing Roblox on the computer. It's funny. Oh, you can create an image of a baby with headphones playing Roblox on the computer. Um, yeah, the baby videos are kind of funny sometimes. Um, what else can you? Oh, from Chat GPT. Yeah. I have made a few videos from Chat GPT myself. And so um, I can get an image from Chat GPT. Now, Chat GPT will actually permit me to make images that look like some people where the AI created content in YouTube a lot of times will tell me that it can't create things. And well, okay, so what ChatGPT was telling me, it can create a likeness. It said it can't create the exact person, but it says it can create a likeness or a satire or a meme or a joke or something like that. That's what it says it can create. And so, but yeah, I think people are getting burnt out right now with everything. Um, yeah, there's going to be a big burnout because, and the thing was at the time, okay, when you lose, well, the thing is, a person can get burnt out on a regular job. So, say a person is a lifeguard at the ocean, they can get burnt out from that job. Say a person's a garbage collector. They can get burnt out from that job. Say a person's a teacher. They can get burnt out from that job. Now, factor in overtime if you have to work overtime. They can get burnt out from that job. So it's not going to matter what kind of job that you do, a person is going to get burnt out. Um, I play Dandy's World Roleplay. I've never heard of that. I've heard of roleplay. I've never heard of Dandy's World Roleplay before. But I have heard of people doing roleplay. And I think that is, um, I don't know if that's related to, um, I'm trying to think. Um, oh, role play would be used in training for training purposes. That's what I'm thinking. That role play a lot of times, because I think back to the job. I had a retail job for about 2 weeks, and then I quit. And oh, the people who dress up. You're talking about cosplay. Just a cute rabbit. I don't know. Why would I keep, yeah, I know what I want to say. I know what I want to say. But I'm not going to. I know what I want to say, but I'm not going to. So many people told me to stop saying that word that I stopped. And there's no point in it. I mean, what is the point of talking about something when it doesn't, when there's not a two-way dialogue? What is my profile picture look like? Your profile picture, it looks like a red bird of some sort that looks like it has little wings on it. It does look kind of cute. It's really hard for me to see though. So it looks like it could be like a red broccoli or something, a red broccoli that has a face on it and little wings and there's little tiny feet. Am I close even? Um, it is hard for me to see though. I do see two little eyes. Um, it looks like two little wings. It looks like a red bird. That's what it looks like, as a little red bird. It it is the ruler. Search up trollage. Trollge. Okay, so I'll have to look and see what trollage is. Am I saying it right? Trollage or trollage? I mean, there's no E between the L and the G, but trollage. Trollge? Trollja? Um, Trollja. So you're making a blur word. Just a cute little rabbit. So you want to start talking about little cute rabbits? Shall we start talking? Well, the problem is though, when I start talking about and using that word, do you think what are you thinking? Are you having a hard time thinking? No, you're not having a hard time thinking. You're just writing in one. Okay, you don't want to have a conversation. Now, I talked to someone who um, uses short phrases, and they want to have a conversation. You don't want to have a conversation. So there's a big difference between the two entities. So there's different. So when you give one word answers. Oh, oh my gosh, I am sleepy today. I stayed up too late last night talking on the phone. In fact, I'm talking on the phone right now. Did you search? Well, no, I didn't search it up because I can't. I can't search it up because I'm on the phone and I don't have another computer up. I wonder if my chat would stay open if I minimized it or no, so the only way I can search is actually to have another computer open. So if you guys are like Chat GPT or you have another computer up, then you have that ability to be able to do that. I don't. I can't I can't do that. I've never rejected saying that I can't search for something because I don't have those abilities. Key guitar loop. Oh, I hope you guys will subscribe. Yeah, I was hoping you'd subscribe. I should say that at least once. I don't want to be too spammy on everyone. Hello from Japan. It's pronounced K. Oh, K guitar loop. I can see that because it kind of looks like there is a guitar in the middle of the K. It also looks like a geometrical shape. It's really pretty. It's a pretty picture. Oh, not key, it's K. Well, I just saw the KEI, so I thought it was key guitar loop. And so yeah, I'll be curious to hear more. I've heard a little bit about from people who during COVID and um they started their businesses, and a lot of them have said that they're not doing good like they thought they were going to be doing. And oh, that's your real name. Oh, your real name is Kay. Okay, okay, your name is Kay. Yeah, COVID. Do you remember COVID? Do you remember COVID? That was back in the year 2021. Well, 2020, 2021. And we just kind of moved right on past it just like it didn't even exist. And we had the pandemic for a year. And and then all these other businesses started up. Now, I am hearing from people, a bunch of different people who are talking about the rideshare. Yeah, I know the pandemic is gone. I mean, people questioned whether it was real to begin with or not. But I'm hearing from rideshare people that and their stories, and they're saying that um, they're not sustainable. And I kind of thought that that would probably come out. So they're saying they might be able to make a little bit of money. And so I was having a discussion with a woman on TikTok today, and um, so the wear and tear on automobiles related to the ride sharing and the door services, the door delivery services where you use your own car. Um, So the income that a person makes from that is not factored in. And so they're saying the money is not that great, really. It's not, so it's another one of those where the internet website is who makes the money, and the people themselves don't really make much money at all. And then if they lose their income, they just have nothing. That's what it boils down to. They just have nothing. So it's just like anything else. It's really not sustainable. Just kind of like being a content creator. And I know Hollywood tends to sustain their people. Um, I don't know how they do that. I mean, their celebrities can be bad. Indeed, go on. Is that what that says? My eyes are blurring up right now for some reason. Okay. And and so and another thing that came up too, I've been hearing from people who they don't like doing rideshare delivery down muddy roads. And that's what they're talking about is doing rideshare and DoorDash delivery down muddy roads. And they're saying they're getting stuck. They're getting stuck. Yeah, they're getting stuck. They're getting stuck in muddy roads. And so then they're using their own car to make a rideshare delivery out in the country. And so, yeah, this is from the people who live in the country. I mean, city people, most of the time, they do not pay any attention to country people and country living and how there's things that people who live in the country, conveniences that people don't have. Um, oh, you can relate. Okay, you can relate. And so they're tired of using their personal vehicle to make these deliveries, and then they don't make that much money from what they're doing. And, delivering into the down the farm roads and stuff like that. Doing DoorDash and then getting stuck in the mud of a gravel road, making a delivery to a farmhouse. That's what they're talking about. That they're doing delivery out in rural America, and it's just not all it's cracked up to be. They said they really don't like doing it. Rafat Batul, yes, I do remember you. I do. You were on here a couple of days ago. Do you have a question, Rafat? Oh. Now, I was looking at Istanbul this morning, and Istanbul is in Turkey, and it is between, I do remember you, and it is between two continents. It's between Europe and Asia. Did you know that? Okay, you started a YouTube about 3 months ago. Okay, you started your YouTube about 3 months ago. Um, so you, so K guitar loop. Do you just like what do you like doing on YouTube? What is it that you like doing? I mean, you like chatting with people. Do you look for things specifically to watch? I know movies are hard to watch on YouTube because all of them want paid. I remember you because you asked me. You just asked me if I remembered you, and I said yes because you were in the chat the other day. Oh, you play guitar in your videos. There's a lot of people who play guitar in their videos. I've noticed that over the past 6 months to a year. There's been a lot of people playing guitar on TikTok and on YouTube. In fact, there was a guy I was subscribed to. Now, this is what happens a lot of times that I find strange, and I don't know how they do it. But there was a guy, he was doing um, religious music and something else. I thought I was still subscribed to him, but now I can't find him. Now, maybe he changed his channel? Because sometimes that happens. And maybe he changed his channel because he would do stuff at night and he would sing some religious songs. Are you English teacher? Your English is super listenable. I I am English, American English, yes. If that's the question that you're asking, yes, I am an English. I have done English on YouTube as well, talking about English teaching type of things that I have fun doing. And you play the piano and the guitar and the violin. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a big thing there to play that many. I used to play the piano when I was a kid. That was it. I don't know how to do it now anymore. I would have liked to have learned how to play the guitar. Um, and I used to have a ukulele, but I don't anymore. I won't go in and talk about that because nobody wants to hear about the things that happen bad to me in my life. And you play the violin. I just bet you play the violin beautiful. I kind of wish that I had violin sounds um, with my AI music because AI can create beautiful music if they want to, if it wants to. And so I'm trying to figure out how to get AI. I'm trying to get AI to make me like an hour long story video. Um, I don't know if it will do it or not. What are you doing, Rafat? I'm doing class. Oh, you're doing classes too. What's your name or your username? My username is 10LightStar01, which the 01 is a 10 backwards, but it's a 01 or a backwards 10. So that's so and there I I use kind of a strategy when picking my usernames. I think about what has been talked about the most in the past related to a lot of usernames that I've used. Yes, 10 light, absolutely. You could do um yeah, 10 light. I Yeah, you can just call me 10 if you want to, yes. That'll work too. Did you know, this is going to sound crazy, but it just explains more of how we got to where we are today. Did you know there is a TV show back in the day, from back in the 1970s? The name of the show was 10. That was the name of the show. It was 10. I think, yeah, what was it, a TV show or a movie? I think it was a movie called 10. And it was Bo Derek, and she was running around in a red swimming suit. And she had French braided hair up. And um and then maybe a few years later they had a show called Baywatch with Pamela Anderson and then the other ladies. I don't remember their names. I think one of them was Kate. Kate, was it Kate Jackson? I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name. There was two other ladies that were the swimsuit models that were on the show. K Guitar Loop says, "Now I see star. There is exactly 10 lines." Oh, there is. I never thought of it like that, but you're right. There is 10 lines on the star when you look at it like that. Um, that's kind of interesting. Yet we only have 5 points. No, we have 10 points. We have 10 points. I was thinking we only had 5 points, but we've got 10 points. Do you have another question, Rafat Batul, that you would like to ask? You can ask your question. When we talked about bullying you. Okay, I don't know how you were bullied. I know you said something about that and I have no idea what you're talking about. Unless the only thing I can think is unless we were talking about someone else that was bullying you, because I know that I had seen some kids who were on another and see, I don't know if you're a child or not, and I don't want to reference you as a child if you're not, but there is some kids that have been in my chat. They said they were only like, I don't know how, like 12 years old or so, and I had just written on one of their public YouTube videos that they had comments on and told them that the person that they were on was bullying them. Is that what you're talking about? I laughed. You laughed to me, is what you laughed. I'm not sure. So American, maybe West Coast. And I'm from 10. I'm 12. I'm not 10, you're 12. Okay. So if you're 12 years old, how did you get on? Are you using your mommy's phone? Is that what you're doing? Is using your mommy's phone or daddy's phone? I mean, because that's the only way you could be on YouTube is using mommy or daddy's phone. Stop it. Rafat says, stop it. Are you using mommy and daddy's phone to talk? Stop it. I'm not using mommy and daddy's phone. Well, how did you get into the YouTube chat if you're only 12 years old or if you're only 10 years old? And are you telling the truth? Stop it. It's your what? Okay, so let's see what this says. No accent. No accent. How about Virginia? I'm not sure what you're talking about with Virginia. It's my foe. Message retracted. We were talking about that the other day about people being transplants around the it's your phone, about people being it being transplants around the country, and that in the United States, that people in the southern parts of the United States, that they don't actually have southern accents because they're transplants from other parts of the United States. And so when you get into big cities, in the southern cities, people don't have that big funky southern drawl um, that you hear exaggerated on TV. I just don't hear a southern drawl. And now, when I visited Florida, I didn't hear a southern drawl there. Um, so I'm not sure what I don't know. Maybe it's more of a hillbilly accent. That's what I would call it, a hillbilly accent than southern. Um, I just call it a hillbilly accent. I am guessing where you were born and raised because the state is super spacious. What state is that? Where do you think I'm born and raised? I would like for you to tell me that. Hillbilly, yes, hillbilly. That is a hill in the shape of a billy goat. That's a hillbilly. A tall hill in the shape of a billy goat. That's how you get your hillbilly. Texas? So you think I'm from Texas? Well, I could do. Texas could be better than where I'm at right now. I don't know. Um, but anything has got to be better than what's going on right now. And my real name is Iman. Okay. I'm Japanese. I don't know anything about the US. Sorry. Stupid. Okay. I'm beginning to think you guys are not telling the truth. Um, that's kind of what I'm seeing. I think you guys are telling some fibs right now. You're telling some great big fibs and lies. Um, and that's not intended to hurt your feelings by any means at all. But I think somebody's telling some fibs and lies. If feed your feed your comments. Yeah. Feed your comments. Oh, read your comments. Oh, I sure read that wrong. I thought it said feed my comments. It's like, okay, you guys can feed my comments. Just leave lots of comments and then you're feeding me comments. Loud. Loud. Moo. Meh. Read my comments aloud. I'm a billy goat. Reading your comments aloud. Moo. I'm a mooing billy goat. Stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. I agree, it's stupid. I totally agree with you. This is not a real conversation. I miss real conversations and I miss American people. And I miss having a place to live. Because everything going on right now is stupid. I agree with you. Oh, oh my gosh, I'm so sleepy. Stupid is stupid. Does Forrest Gump, yes. Read aloud. Stupid is stupid. Does. Read and repeat. Read aloud and repeat. Read after me. I do solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your screen. Read loud. Stupid is stupid. That's as loud as I can read. Stupid is stupid. Stupid is stupid. Stupid is stupid. Well, we just have a bunch of stupid. I don't, for lack of another word, we just have a bunch of stupid. It's all stupid. Right? Right. All right. Well, I'll see you guys the next time. We're coming up on an hour here. We're at 56:56, and I'll see you the next time.